I've enjoyed my spring, your childhood years. Your springtime is your morning time. It's beautiful. That's why when I see children, I encourage them. Just enjoy, play, do whatever. Just don't be too stupid. Then after the spring, summer hits. That's your youthful years. And there are 7 things you're supposed to do with each of these 4 seasons. For example, the season of spring is a season of growth and development. But it's not only physical growth, eating food and growing. And then, sometimes when you travel for a while, you come back, you see that this boy is growing, he's adding height. It's not just that. It's growth in all the 5 dimensions of life. Luke chapter 2 verse 52. Show it to them. There are 4 dimensions of growth that must happen within that first stage. God had a son. He put him here on earth and raised him. And with him, he set the example of what he wants to do with every son and daughter of his. What God did with Jesus is a pattern for what he wants to do with all of us. So as a child, this was at the age of 12, the Bible said Jesus increased in wisdom, in stature, in favor with God and favor with man. 4 dimensions of growth and development. Do you know the first one mentioned here? I thought if I'm the one writing, I will start with increase in spiritual development. He even mentioned that as a thought. The first one mentioned there is increase in wisdom. That's intellectual development, education. Whether formal or informal, it's the stage of learning and growth. Second, the child grew in stature. That's physical development. There are some of the things we do at this foundational stage that later haunt us. We abuse our bodies, do all kinds of things, and later we don't live long enough. We start reaping the harvest of what we sowed. The third, he grew in favor with God. That is spiritual development. Spiritual and moral development. And finally, he grew in favor with man. That's the social development, relational development, the aspect of social skills and so on. Developing emotional intelligence, social skills and all of that to be able to deal with your fellow human beings. Jesus did not only develop his spiritual life, he has to develop an all-round personality. Then in the second phase of life, which is summer, which is your afternoon, your youthful stage, Jesus added the 5th side of development, which is economic development. He went into business. He was into furnitures. He was into interior decor. Of course, if you want to go local, he was a carpenter. And all this happened in that second stage. Finally, he got to a period at the age of 30, he went into ministry and began to fulfill his destiny. So if you are in the second phase, you are in your afternoon, you are in your youthful stage, steward it very well. If you do what you're supposed to do with the primary stage, the spring, you will have gained the knowledge, the skills, and the capacity to go in and begin to create wealth. I'm telling you that life is not just smooth. Just like the ground is not smooth. There are ups and downs. There are valleys and mountains. Your walk with God must be able to survive all seasons. God is not only the God of the mountain, he's also God of the valley. You trust God not only for the good times, you also trust him in the bad times. And at the end of the day, you will have the result of victory. But if you are the type that is only a fair weather Christian, you walk with God when things are going well, when everything looks rosy, when he's blessing you, when it looks like dry season come, you pull away, run away from your faith. Then you don't understand your Christian walk. You don't understand. The Bible said, delight yourself in the Lord and he will give you the desires of your heart. But you know what many Christians do today? They come to God for the desires of their heart. Uncle Ben, you know what I'm talking about. No man wants a woman around you who is there for what you have, for your money in the account. You want a woman to love you for who you are, not for what you have. Psalm 37, what I just quoted. God made us in his image. That thing in us that wants relationship is the same with God. God values relationship, but he wants to see us steadfast, trustworthy, reliable. God is trustworthy, but are you trustworthy? So you see, delight yourself in the Lord and he will give you the desires of your heart. Don't come to God only because of the desires of your heart. Come to God because you love him. It's a commandment. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul.